Hello, Aries. Let's do your February reading, shall we? I've already shuffled the cards as usual. Interesting thing is the bottom card is the same as the bottom card in the Aquarius reading, which I highly recommend you watch because it's kind of all signs. And then also this came up in the secondary clarifiers for the Pisces reading that I did live. So Ace of Swords, lot of new ideas, a lot of forward movement in terms of taking action on thoughts, on intellectual curiosities, sort of experimenting, trying new things, new ideas. All right, let's do 4 cards is what we've been doing. So Page of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, and the World. Wow. Okay, so I really like this energy for you. I think that if anything, we'll pull out some specific sort of quagmires that you can avoid getting into in February. How does that sound? Because I think it pretty much speaks for itself. I think it's pretty much like the things that are coming towards you, Aries, are determined, and you're going to find a lot of, like, there's this completion energy. So if there's been things that have been left undone or things that you're waiting on in February, you're going to find them completing. Like if you need closure on a relationship, or if you've had a project that's been taking forever because of other people, I think you're going to find more closure and more completion in February than you have so far. All right, that's good. I like this for you. I like it a lot. Aries. What did I say? Did I say Pisces? No, Aries. I have Pisces on my brain. So the Pisces reading that I did last night was on live, and for some reason it's showing up that I did it 2 months ago. I didn't do it 2 months ago. I did it yesterday, so it's kind of weird. All right, Page of Cups. Why is it here? I think there's this general sort of surprise and delight in terms of romantic relationships and care relationships. It could be family, but there's this sort of surprise and delight element of the page that it's really coming through for this. I'm getting like, like best friend sends you something cute in the mail or something. Like it's just like a very cutesy. It's a very cutesy. And I don't remember ever saying that word before in my life, but it's very cutesy love energy. So maybe somebody writes you a cute little poem, or I don't know. I like it. But there's this sort of exchange. There's this sort of gift. In the Crows deck, what do the Crows love to do, Aries? They love to collect things and give things. And yeah, I'm getting a lot of that. So why is the Page of Cups here? Okay, let's find out. The King of Pentacles. The Lovers. Yeah. The World. Hey, if you've been here before, you know that there's a ton of feedback loops, and I love this. So there's a message in feedback loops in my readings. Where they come through is very important. And if this is a whole cycle, if this is a whole feedback loop, that is great, because it means this is all about you. This is all about where you're going, what you're doing. There's no external energy coming through. There's no mess here. It's just like, what is Aries experiencing in February? And so I really like that. And the 4 of Wands. Okay. Well, I mean, if I was just reading surface energy, I would say some of these cute little gifts and romantic gestures could turn into something really beautiful and long term. So don't be too busy in this work life. I think that's your first sort of challenge, is don't be too busy in the work energy and the progress and the success and the productivity to be available for those tiny little gift offerings. And yeah, they could turn into something really amazing. I think that could complete that part of your life. How would you like that? Completion energy in the romance department. So I already have shuffled away for the Seven of Wands, which is weird. We have Strength, which keeps popping up again and again and again, every reading for February. I really do feel this sort of internal strength. Seven of Cups. Lots of sevens. The Empress. And the Fool. Yeah, I mean, you could have a potential to start over, but I think it's more than that. I think so the Seven of Wands and the Seven of Cups do speak to options, but it also speaks about sort of fighting for what is right, fighting for what's right for you. And if that means that in your sort of divine femininity, whether you're any gender, that divine femininity is going to sort of give you insight and let you lead the way. So trust your instincts, particularly, and don't be afraid to sort of start over. This isn't the Eight of Cups energy where you're leaving something behind that you've built. This is just sort of a fresh little reboot. So it could be just a new way of approaching things that you're passionate about, that you love. It could just be a new approach to something you're already doing well, and it just amplifies your success. I think that's what it really feels like to me, which is great. That's easy. That's easier, much easier than starting over. So it's this fun little reboot in terms of, maybe fighting for a particular speciality, or just like maybe even putting in a request for more remote time or more. It's just sort of a revamp of what you're already doing well. You're able to sort of hone in and do it even better with this fresh little start. And I love that. Just have an autonomous view of it, and really, you can do anything right now. So what do you want to do? The World card doesn't show up twice for nothing, Okay, and I have already shuffled for the Five of Wands. Very easy, fast. Anyway, we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, so this is your only hang up. This is what I mentioned earlier, is maybe we can identify some of these challenges and hang ups so that you can prevent them, right? Okay, so we have the Tower. Of course we do. And we have Strength coming back. And we have the Seven of Wands. Interesting. All right, so this is very much feedbacking off of this Seven of Wands. I'm just going to lay that up there to remember that we're dealing with the Three of Swords here. So this could, for some of you, this could be a romantic relationship that maybe, like I said, you're getting completion in February. So it could be about sort of a situationship or something that's caused you pain, or maybe you're towards the end of a divorce, or maybe you're realizing that the person that you have been with isn't the right person. There's a little bit of heartbreak. This is all you, though. So this inner strength, again, and this fighting for what you are meant for your passions, fighting for what drives you and makes you have a purposeful life. That's what's important. And that's an itty bitty tower, honestly. And the Five of Wands is an itty bitty inner conflict. So I think as long as you have this inner strength and you know that this isn't going to last forever, and that like throughout the day and in your everyday life you might have these. This is, I'm feeling as feelings. This is feelings more than anything, more than action. I think if you can kind of stay out of your own head, stay out of the Five of Wands, and get your gratitude really, really high, and start recognizing those challenging ideas, the sort of the heartbreak, or the times that you misspeak, or the times that you may not come across the way that you want to. These things, don't ruminate over them, but recognize that they happened, and then learn from the reactions that you've gotten from other people. Learn from your reactions. Like, why did you feel so upset after misspeaking about this one thing? And then really look into it. It's an opportunity to learn and to grow and to fight for what you really believe in. These are going to be little challenges on your path. So it's nothing that you can't just go right through. You've got the World at the end of this, for goodness sakes. I'm not, this could be something just so little, but mostly I see it as internal. Mostly I see it as, oh, you were at a networking thing and you might have misspoken, and now you're like, oh man, I wish I wouldn't have said that. It's like, don't overthink it. Don't get there. Just let it be. Learn from the mistake. Next time you won't say something like that at a networking event, or next time, it's about learning from what you have experienced and the things that triggered you into feeling introspective, the things that triggered you into doubting yourself, and then putting into practice sort of actions and thoughts and behaviors that will elevate you from that position. And sort of maybe next time you'll be a little bit kinder to yourself, but also, you'll see it ahead of time, and you won't maybe do the same things the same way. I don't think there's anything wrong at all. I don't think you've compromised yourself, your position, or the way that people see you at all. This is very light energy. So if you're worried about, well, how did that make me look? Not bad at all. I don't see that at all. So your sort of worrying is for nothing external, but internally you can definitely have gratitude for the filter that you have that puts a red flag on actions. Anyway, I hope that makes sense, because it's sort of ethereal. There's this very like sort of thin line air quality to this, and to catch it is hard. That means it's extremely weak energy, and so it's very easy to overcome. Okay, the World, what do we have for the Page of Cups? So I don't, let's just take a moment and respect the absolute complete feedback loop here. This is all about you. This is all about your progress. And Aries, I don't think I've had any kind of reading like this so far. I mean, I don't want to say this is the best. I mean, kind of is, but I don't want to say it. This is kind of the best reading that I've had for a month so far. So huge feedback. Which means that you're in a very solid place, and you can really grow from this place. The energies are with you. The universe is with you. The universe has your back 100%. Feedback of the Page of Cups and the World. Those two cards together, absolutely brilliant. Such an innocent and delightful, full of surprises, loving energy that also can let you bring to completion some really cool things. Okay. Cool. I love it. All right. And was that up here? I don't even remember. Okay, well, let's draw 3. So we've got the 8 of Wands, communication, forward movement. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. You guys. And we've got, so what was on the bottom here? The Ace of Swords, right? Yeah. Well, let me put it up here. I knew that before I even pulled that card. I knew it before I even looked at that card. Ace of Swords. Wow. Wow, Aries. This is phenomenal. Your clarity of thought is so crystal clear. Like, I've never seen, like, of course, we're human. We have these Five of Wands struggles. And you're going to have moments, of course, where you're like, I should have said that. Of course you are. But you're just like, you're firing on like all pistons, like boom, boom, boom. I love it. I love it so much. And it's definitely the time to get some stuff going. Starting new ideas, new businesses, implementing new projects. There's love to it, but it's more like this is your life's purpose. And if that means that your life's purpose is getting married, being a stay-at-home mom, having kids, it's like these ideas that are coming to you, this brilliance that you have intellectually is really taking root. And it's time to close out some of this unfinished business so you can really step forward into the new reality that you're making. February is going to be absolutely amazing for you, Aries, and I'm so happy. So remember that all readings are an influence by the reader, and sorry, I am flabbergasted. So all readings are influenced by the reader and the time in which they're pulled. So no reading comes out of a vacuum. But if any of this resonated with you, even if you're not an Aries, right on. Right frickin' on. I've never had so many feedback loops, honestly, that have been so contained, deliberate, and instructional. So I love it. Just, stay out of your own head, learn from the lessons that you've been given, and move forward. You're going to do great.